Hello everyone, this is Bella Cats Tarot. This is for Leo's June 2017 general tarot reading about whatever you Leos have been going through. You guys are fire wicked signs. Not saying in a bad way, not saying in a good way, but we'll see. I'm going to do a simple spread out which pertains your past, present, your future, and overall outcome, along with four other cards to signify one for each card that had flipped over for your initial, and then go to the Angel Answer Oracle cards to get some clarifications from your guardians, along with, you know, God, the ruler himself. Okay, sorry, because cards fell on the floor. This, again, is for Leos. This is general tarot for the month of May. Or, I'm sorry, June, next month. This is your general reading. Leos, the lions of the jungle. What are you guys up to? If it's not chaoticness or something creative. Here we go. We're going to get started. And this will not resonate with all of you, but those of you that it does, please hit the like, subscribe, and even comment below. Okay, now for your past card, Leo, we have for you the Devil card in reverse as your past. The Devil card in reverse is a card that signifies the evil, also the weakness, the pettiness, and the blindness of whatever it was that you were not seeing, or the bitterness that you were giving out, the pettiness that you were being. Instead of helpful, you were being more petty. Along with that, for your present is the Ace of Swords in the reversed positioning. And I'm not going to lie, when I was shuffling, that card did pop up on its own. But I don't like to do the cards that pop out, so I reshuffled it in the deck, and it still came out for you, Leos. Okay, Leo. The Ace of Swords in the reverse positioning is, in a lesser sense or lesser meaning, something disastrous. But it also could be a triumph, a force of some sort in love as well as in hatred. Okay? You see, it's in the upright position, it's a hand that's issuing from a cloud, and it's grasping a sword, which is pointed to an encircledness, you know, that's crowned. So this is someone that knows, you know, a person, they know what the hell they're doing. They're a triumph to a degree in everything about their conquest that they led. But in the reverse position for you Leos, it's signifying that it's more of a result in a disastrous account. It can also be a conception, an argumentation, or just basically with your evil intention, your pettiness is what I can basically sum up with that Ace of Swords. You know, it came out to be more disastrous than you expected. For your present, Leos, you guys have the Eight of Cups in the upright position, which, as you guys see, it's a man that's looking away instead of looking at what he's got. But with this card for you Leos, it's signifying that on the surface, but entirely antithetically, but it's a card that signifies the mildness, but yet the honorable, and the modest, but yet someone giving joy or has great joy. Now, even though he's not paying attention and he's deserting the 8 cups behind him, it's of some sort of undertaking, initiative of previous concerns. So whatever you in the past were being deceitful, better said, with the Devil card here, along with the swords, Ace of Swords in reverse, your evil intentions led you to more of a disastrous, you know, outcome per se in your past. And what your future could pertain is, it could be something that had been in the overall undertaking mindset that you had, but did not direct that way. So whatever intention was that you were trying to do, whether it be you were trying to put the force of fire onto someone else, cause them the dilemma, the drama, the bullshit, it contradicted on you and it hits you instead. And that's normally because it's karma, and karma comes around. What comes around goes around. And your overall outcome card, Leos, is the World card, which is normally a card that signifies a completion to something. Also, the assured success. And it could also mean a flight, as well as change of place, as well as a voyage, something new. Maybe you seen that the way you were in the past with your pettiness and your acting though you can't do shit for yourself, taking advantage of whom you took advantage of. Basically, it left you in that spiral that you thought, you know, opposite. You thought it was going to fall onto them, but it ended up being disastrous more in the sense for you having to deal with the bullshit instead. So it kind of, you know, like I said in the beginning, it contradicted itself for you. Unfortunately, Leos, but that's just what happened. You know, when you guys are trying to blaze that fuel of fire, make sure you definitely blaze it to the point where it's supposed to be blazed to, not at the wrong target. Because sometimes you guys are very, very hostile people, you know, and you guys are people of your, what you feel is what you say, and some of you guys, you know, definitely have that tendency to jump at the wrong people about your circumstances that you yourself could have, you know, could have prevented, controlled. And that's one thing, is you can't control other people's doings. You can only control your own. So instead of sitting there pointing the finger at the other person, reflect on the shit that you've done, because that's why the karmaticness came back and it fell on you instead of the person you were trying to. With the Devil card, with the Devil card in reverse, Leo, Page of Pentacles appears. With the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse appears. With your Eight of Cups, the High Priestess appears. And with the World Cup, I like to go to it, that one. The Four of Pentacles in the upright positioning. Okay? Now, as the Devil is someone of weakness and pettiness, you have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles signify earth signs, so it could mean that you had dealt with in your past a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And Page of Pentacles in the circumstance for you Leos is that you guys are reflecting, possibly, like I had already, you know, kind of said in my own. And that's kind of weird how it fell out. But with the Devil card, the Page of Pentacles is explaining in more depth, clarity for you guys, Leo, is that your pettiness and your acting as though you're weak, you can't do this, you can't do that shit. You know, the Page of Pentacles card represents someone that, you know, is applicant, you know, and they're also reflecting. But it could also mean that you're reading new messages or seeing things in a new perspective or a new way, in a better, clear way of understanding, instead of being so petty and weak and blind. Now with your Ace of Swords, in which is the karma that distinguished and came back onto you instead of the other person which you were trying to inflict it to, you have the signifying card in more depth, clarifying for you, the King of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Swords. The King of Swords in reverse is the incapacity, the imprudence. So it's not skill or bravery. It's more in a sense like, now you want to take what happened to you and you want to be a little bit more of a of a nuisance in the sense. Like, you want to play the game of a shuffle board, it seems, in the sense. Like, you just, I mean, being as that is your past and present, you know, presently right now, even though you were the one that had to deal with the bullshit you tried to place upon someone else, you guys are definitely not capable in the sense, because it's as if almost the other person's aware, or maybe you're just not good at it anymore like you used to be. I don't know as far more to say with that. With the Eight of Cups, even though with the Eight of Cups, the guy who has learned, foreseen, went through his obstacles, his bearings, this is your future card. You know what you went through. You know what it was. You're reflecting upon it, you know, meditating. The High Priestess card, in depth to clarify that, this card signifies these secrets, okay, that the secrets that are withheld or bestowed, also mysteries that are yet unrevealed, okay. With this card being placed next to the Four of Pentacles, which is a male figure, it could also signify that it could mean that the woman is just in interest or not in interest, or is in silence of some sort, but has wisdom, okay? Has wisdom, but you ain't using it quite well. Because you're King of Swords here. You're not using it quite well. Then, with that World card, Leos, with your World card that had popped up, being that it's your assured success, you have the Four of Pentacles that define in more depth for you. And the Four of Pentacles in the upright position is the surety of possessions, gifts, inheritance, legacies, so forth and so on. So you're going to keep a grasp on what it is that you know is rightfully yours. And you may even grasp what you don't rightfully own, but you want to still consider, okay? Because you're, you know, no offense not to stab or belittle, but, you know, to give the truthfulest, honest tarot reading that I love to do and like to give, you know, Leo, it seems, you know, you guys are using the prosperity that you guys have, being that you are the lion in the zodiac, the Leo, you know, the fierce lion of the jungle. You guys are, instead of being the leadership role in the positive format, you guys are doing so more in the negative, which is backfiring on you guys. And in order for you to gain the full completion, you have to accept by reflecting and not blaming just the other person, because it's not just the other person. It may be yourself that caused this. Okay? Now we're going to go to the angel oracles just to get a little bit more clarity from God and our guardians for Leo for the June 2017 general reading. Okay. Alrighty. We've got to start off with, look for a sign. A sign will appear for you. One that will be something you can grasp. Even though you may not be the sign, the zodiac that is known, like, you know, Virgos tend to. But you guys are not normally the ones that grasp it or notice the signs. But when you do, you will know. And you'll have no need to worry about shit, okay? You could reconsider, which means reevaluate everything. Because like I said, reflect on all your shit before you make your impulses. Don't jump on your mindset right now, because it could be all illusions. You know, you want to reevaluate, make sure that you're going to take the right path before you do so. Meditation brings answers, you know, as well as praying. Because within the next few months now until then, opportunities for you to become better, opportunities of betterness of anything can come out of it. but an opportunity along with a peaceful resolution and a recovery within the next few weeks from now until then. Even though you Leos are stubborn, don't like to ask for help, ask others for help. Your angels and guardians are telling you to do. Because when the perfect timing comes, you're going to know it and you're going to be ready. Because you guys are the fire sign. So they're saying take action. And that's a yes. But not with an exclamation point, but still a positive yes. So, even though not right now is the right time, you will have that sign that hits you, and it will let you know after you go through everything. So, Leos, this is your general June 2017 tarot reading. Basically, to sum up what I stated, I feel very strongly as if it is you, Leo, and if it's not, you know, my bad, my apologies, but I think a lot of you Leos have been trying to spit your fire out on someone else, but it ricocheted off and it hit you back. And you guys need to do a little less criticizing and blaming the opposite, and more so looking in the mirror and reflecting on your own doings, on your own beings. Because what you yourself do, being the leader and the lion of the astrology and zodiac, you guys are, in the end of everything said and done, the ones that people look up to sometimes, the ones that people want to go to when they need advice, they look up to, you know. And you guys are basically right now in this illusional state of mind. And it could be because of, with May, for some of you Leos, you guys were reevaluating about a circumstance that was dealing with a third party. Now, I didn't see any romantic cards pop up, so I don't feel even in my intuition that's even any relevance to this. I think this really has to do with what you yourself have to do. Stop blaming other people and start just taking initiative and own up to what you've done wrong. Stop pointing fingers, and you will, at the right time, when you've actually internally learned what it is to accept your wrongs and accept what it is, who you are and what it is you do, and those that you love and care about around you. When you start to accept things, which means agree with normally what you would disagree about, that's when you're going to see the sign and know that it's time to take action and that you're ready. All right, Leos, this is, like I said, your general June 2017 tarot reading. If this resonates with some of you, please hit the subscribe, like, and comment below. In the description box, you guys will see a website or a link if you guys would like to get a personal reading. Prices can be discussed and deliberated, but definitely make sure you hit that like and subscribe. All right, Leos, have a great rest of your May, and hopefully this does some opening eyes for you guys for your upcoming month, June. All right, till then, I will see y'all later. Ciao.